This is Baron the Bear here, and this is going to be a video for the game The Walking Dead Survivors. This is going to be a video, it's going to be a little bit different from probably what most videos you're going to probably ever see for these type of games. But I wanted to explain a little bit about the politics of the game, the clan versus clan dynamics that can actually balance a game server, and to where everybody can basically kind of work together in ways and continue to grow and become stronger without having to worry about total chaos and war all the time. Uh, I think a lot of times players that aren't really familiar with city builders kind of see these games as superficial. There's no real content, there's no action in the game, you just push buttons, there's no moving around fighting, But there's actually a lot of strategy and a lot of mental thought and things you can do to prepare yourself in these type of games that far excels any other mobile game that's ever out on the market, in my opinion. And what I'm going to talk about is going to show you what actual players like. One of the things they really like about these type of games is the dynamics. It can constantly change. So without any further ado, I'm going to go over my opinions on. I'm going to make this a little interesting. It's going to be about Server 129. I'm going to explain the different clans, how they relate to each other, what's kind of the checks and balances that's keeping the server stable, and we haven't had any any big war on the server, so it has been working. So I hope that this will give a lot of the newer players and older players some things to think about, on their servers when they're playing, and some pitfalls and things that they can avoid making those mistakes to escalate and have, situations come across about that you weren't expecting. Watching this video is going to probably most likely prepare you to prevent you from making those mistakes. First, I'm going to go over the basics of when you first start on a server, what to expect, what's the beginning phases, what needs to happen for, other events to take place. Just to give you a basic general idea, if you are a newer player, what to expect when you play a game like this. First, in the very beginning of the server, everyone is basically just going to be joining the server and grouping up with the biggest clans that they can possibly at the very beginning, okay? The object is, if you group together, you're stronger and you're protected and you're safer. Eventually, the server will basically get to the point where there's a top 3 clans, or top 4 clans, or top 2 clans, or even 1 clan, where eventually they'll gravitate to the center of the map. Okay, the center of the map is where the power is in this game, and the reason why is you get the sanctuary, and you have all the ammo nodes. All the ammo nodes are in all around the center of this area in the map, in the center. Okay, so if you're taking up space around the sanctuary, you better be prepared that you're in a clan that can defend it. Okay, because if there's a bigger clan that comes around, they'll want to take one of the top clan positions, and they can actually force you out of the center. So just make sure you keep that in mind before you start building in the center of the map. If you're not strong enough, I would advise not to. You'd be better off building over off to the side as close as you can safely be around some of the higher resource nodes without being too close to the center or too close to bigger clans that could be a threat. Your alliance territory can only be attacked if an ally, if another clan has territory right next to us. As you can see, we have Evil, we have Tight, which is I think it's their farming alliance. You have King. So basically, if you were in this clan, Jump, and you had these around you, they could attack. They could attack this tower. King could attack this tower if they wanted to. Okay, but it's in their advantage not to, because we're close together. Okay, not always a good idea to attack your neighbors, because they can attack back, and it could go on for days. I mean, a battle, a war with someone right next to you, it could last for 24 hours, 48 hours, be non-stop. So nobody really wants a war like that. One of the pitfalls I do see in a lot of clans is they make too many allies. And they make too many non-aggression pacts with smaller clans. I mean, it's okay to pick some clans that you like, the members, you get along, you agree to things with each other. There's nothing wrong with negotiating terms of how you want to relate with each other. But you want to limit that, The issue is, if you ally with a whole bunch of clans, when you have a kill event, it makes it harder for your players to find targets because they can't attack anyone because they're allied with everyone. So what happens, your bigger players that want to score points end up getting frustrated, and they end up going to other clans that has less allies, that have more targets, that they can get more points and win more rewards in the process by joining that clan. So you have to keep it balanced. You need the right amount of clans that allied with you, so in case something would happen, they could come to your aid, and it will prevent other clans from trying to make you a target because they're worried about other clans getting into the fight. So I'll talk now. At this point, I'll talk about this server and how the politics is working to keep the realm relatively stable. Okay. As of right now, you have King, Evil, and Jump. They're the top clans. I'll go into power for the clans. Go to ranking. Go to clan. Go to clan power. As you can see, these are the top clans. Now, it has fluctuated. This server's over 3 months old. There's been merges from clans in the past, and I'll kind of explain a little bit, give you a little history of how things have worked. Acid. I was in Acid in the very beginning. We were first in that clan. Then we merged with Jump. Okay, we got into Jump. Then after that, we merged. Just recently, we just merged SDN. A lot of their members came. And Live, a lot of their members came. Okay. Now the issue is once you merge a clan, you have basically two options. You can either remove that old clan, turn it into a clan farm, for farming accounts for your members, or allow it to continue to grow and be its own independent clan. In my opinion, if it has enough followers, your best advice is to allow it to be its own clan, because in a month from now or so, the older the game gets, there's going to be more inactive members. Everyone's going to start having more inactive players. They're going to need to be recruiting to fill up their ranks again. And you're going to need those smaller clans to get those members to join you down the road. So, it's in everyone's best interest to ally or make certain small clans family to them, because you can use those members to strengthen your clan in a month from now when you've lost some members possibly. So as in regards to Jump, since I'm in Jump, I'm fully aware of the history of a lot of it. We have Live and we have SDN. So if we help them out, we kind of make sure they're protected and make sure that nobody preys on them and help them grow. They get stronger, and a month goes by around again or so. If we need some members, we can offer them. Say, hey, we got a couple spots. Anybody wants to join us? You're more than welcome. It's a big help doing that. So the main influence right now on this server is going to be it's Evil, Jump and King, and EKH. Those are the top powers competing, I think it's safe to say. We have had a recent issue. We're all allied except for EKH. We're not allied with EKH. That's up to debate. I kind of wanted that maybe to be an ally, but I don't think we've come to terms with each other. I think we're still competing. But the issue we had, though, was we had a moment where they were trying to take the diner. Here's another thing, too. If you have certain buildings in your clan, be ready to protect them, because other clans will try to take them. And I'll show you. Here's the diner. It gives you, 10% fighter's health when in rallying, and 10% training speed. I mean, it's a nice little boost and everything. But is it worth causing a war? No. And as you can see, here is EKH. They were building their outposts right up to our territory in preparation to attack. What Jump decided to do is they built a few more extra clan towers right near them. So if they do decide to build another outpost and we do start attacking, they'll have to take out a few towers before they can even get to the diner. And that is going to buy Jump some time to prepare and come up with some type of defense. So, and we do have kingdom rules. And even with allies, we have Evil, King, and Jump. The red, purple, and pink here are all allies, okay? EKH is not Evil's ally, and they're not Jump's ally. They're King's ally. But the issue is, if EKH would want to attack Jump, okay? Now, Jump would have to defend himself. But you would have someone like Evil, this clan Evil, we're allied with. So, technically, by right, they could decide to join and defend and help fight with Jump because they are allies. So, they have every right to do so. And EKH knows that. So, that makes them hesitant to even try to attack Jump. Even though EKH is King's sister alliance, okay? King could join up with EKH and help fight with them, but then they'll be breaking the kingdom rules, breaking the alliances with Evil and Jump, because they're allied with Evil and Jump. The only way they could come out looking okay is if they would sever all ties with Evil and Jump, and then help EKH to attack Jump and take, the territory. That's the only option they really have, other than fighting, and then an all-out war would break out. And I don't think anybody here on the server that's smart wants to see an all-out war just so one fourth-ranked clan can get a building like the diner or something. It's not worth the kind of losses people are going to have in a fight just to get a diner, So, Jump was having issues with, they had inactivity from some members, and that happens over months. Your members, you lose some members, But we did, right at the day when this was going to, when EKH was, from what I guess was planning to attack, we merged with SDN and Live, brought a whole bunch of new players into our guild, our clan, and that really made EKH hesitate, because what if they make a mistake now and they attack and they set a whole bunch of things off in motion and everybody starts attacking, It could be really bad. But the good thing about that type of balance and check system that we have on the server is it basically keeps everyone in line, If you keep certain kingdom rules, they have the kingdom rules where you can only attack 3 times on any player in a 24-hour period of time. And the logic behind that was they were trying to find out a way to avoid zeroing out even inactive bases and destroying their durability to the point where they would teleport and you wouldn't even have these bases anywhere near, to even farm them anymore. So, and plus it gives the newer players a little bit more chance to recover from attacks, The only time you can attack all the time as much as you want is during a kill event, which makes sense, So, those kind of rules kind of help provide a stability to the kingdom, enables all players to grow in some ways. So I'm going to try to keep this short now at this point. I'm going to do basically a recap and some things I want to go over before I go. What you want to think about is how are you going to go about allying with each other, and then keeping the peace to an extent. It's important to have your members follow the rules that the clans agree upon when they're close together. The good thing about this type of politics is it keeps the top clans from attacking each other and weakening each other down. It offers the smaller players from other smaller clans, when there's room in the top clans, to move into those top clans to get more protection for the most active players to grow. But the downside, though, is during kill events, it basically forces all the top clans to prey upon the smaller clans that aren't in any allied with any of the big clans. So that's a negative side to it. But this is a war game, and what clans want are active members, strong members, and to keep power and constantly be able to protect their clan. So, well, anyways, this went on longer than I wanted it to go, but I hope that if you're still watching this by now, you have kind of gained some kind of insight to how these kind of games operate on a political level. And I'm going to probably make some future videos about clans, what to look for in a clan, and give some advice on what kind of clan it's a good clan to join. Anyway, this is Bear and a Bear, and I'll talk to you guys later.